Hello and welcome back to Stellaris for a fresh start.
Hello there, good afternoon.
The Psytoads are about to be reborn.
They are.
You'll see in this behind the scenes video, you'll see a little bit of stuff from the mods we've got. So you'll see that like there's picture packs from some other sci-fi universes.
Yes.
So we may bump into creatures from Babylon 5 or Doctor Who or Halo or Mass Effect. Or...
Which would be the one you'd really want to bump into?
I'd want to.
Yeah.
Ooh. Maybe. Oh, that's hard. Maybe one of the cool ones from Mass Effect.
Okay.
Because
I'd probably say Babylon 5.
Because all the other ones are pretty evil.
Yeah, who wouldn't you want to bump into?
The Flood from Halo, possibly. You know.
I'd say Warhammer 40,000.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
Okay, but we're not going for any of those, are we?
No. We're going to go for one of. Well, we're going for Psytoads Reborn.
Psytoad.
So we are going to go for the Toady portrait, and we are going to go for the same name as before. However, we've got a slightly different mod, so it's going to be a slightly different build. Oh, Psytoad.
Psytoads.
Psytoan.
Okay.
That's what. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Name lists. So we've got a whole bunch again.
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese. We could be. You know. I'm thinking. Let's find reptilian. Where's reptilian? Wait, is that what we were? Reptilian? I think we were. Ooh. There's so many. Plantoid, reptilian. Let's find some reptilian ones. What we got? Canabax, Drus, Doraxel. A lot of them are unpronounceable. Jesus. Maybe not. What we got? Let's not take any from actual lore. Go down here, fantasy, space Arabic. Space elves. Space gnome, space goblin. Space hippie. Emmanuel, Summer of Peace, Land, Stardust, Zayla, Rose of Peace, Lucy. Lucy! Just thrown in there. It's Lucy. She's a bunch of hippies. She's a bunch of toad hippies. Psytoad hippies.
Go on, yeah.
We're a bunch of Psytoad hippies. So, where's the is the neural interface? I think that's in Empire.
Yeah.
So we've got a whole bunch of new stuff in here. So we have like 6 traits. Sorry, 12 traits, but 6 points. So we can take some positives and negatives.
Yeah.
There's loads of new shit at the bottom as well. So we'll start at the bottom and look at some of the newer ones. Photosynthetic. So we use light to convert into energy. So that gives us a food consumption boost, but a hit to growth speed and energy credits.
Well, they're quite a reproductive race, aren't they?
Yeah. Endothermic, the species can control their body temperatures through internal means, such as muscle shivering or increasing their metabolism. Only costs us 1 point, it gives us plus 5% both to habitability and growth.
That's good, I like that.
Yeah,
makes sense for the toads.
I think some toads can do that, can't they? I think some toads can. Many in the society have a powerful minds, but other physical attributes have wasted. You get a 15% bonus to the speed of all research in received at a game start.
Well,
However,
they are psionic toads.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. I mean, we take a hit to minerals.
We'll probably build like the mech suits. And
yeah, so we take a hit to minerals and
it
garrison
makes
health.
sense.
Yeah, should we do evolved minds? That's costly.
Yeah.
It is 3 points.
Yeah, but I think it suits it, doesn't it?
Yeah, so we need to start looking at a couple of negative ones. Docile. They are naturally peaceful. A minus 10% bonus to planet unrest, and a minus 25% penalty to rivalry gains is received.
Okay.
Maybe not docile.
No.
Agoraphobic. Members of society are happiest inside shelter. You get a bonus to construction speed, and all building construction cost is minus, but you lose habitability and food. So maybe not. Incompetent architects. So we couldn't just make terrible buildings. We might not be might not be too good at buildings.
Deliberate?
Deliberate does cost us 2.
Just say it there, you know, the other side mind.
So we've got 2 points left, but we can still pick another 10 traits. So we would need to take more minuses. But these people make a sport of politics, participating in raucous forums and raising up their chosen leaders to heights of power unrivaled by other species. So we get a gain to monthly influence, which we can use to spend on useful things.
Yeah.
That's kind of handy.
Yeah, and it makes sense because they're all connected.
Yeah.
It does take a little bit longer.
Yeah.
It does take a little bit longer for these decisions to be made.
Yeah. Conservationists. This species has long accepted the primacy of the natural state. So we could take a hit to basically clearing blockers on the planet and terraforming cost and colony development speed. Would give us 3 points back because now we've got no more points to spend.
I think we'd be respecting nature, wouldn't we?
So we could take that. Delicate. Members of the species are
Okay,
physiologically delicate and will fall to even the slightest touch. So again, we take our garrison health is going to be horrific. If we actually get attacked, like because we've already got minus, where was it, 50% garrison health. We're going to have minus 100% garrison health.
I don't know.
I don't know whether we can afford to do.
No, I kind of like what we got.
So well, we can have a look because there's a lot more. So we'll just keep going and have a look, just see what else there is. Craven, probably not Craven. Very weak, probably not. I don't want to be incompetent in any of the scientists. Or it could be indulgent. We are instinctively hedonistic, wasteful, and rarely conserve any resources. Could be urban, so more about cities. They're all a bunch of positive ones, can't take any of them. Melancholic. Members of the species are easily consumed by daily routine and find little excitement in their life.
But if your brain is connected to every other toad on the planet.
So you take a hit to happiness and growth speed and unity output.
Okay.
Slow breeders. Don't necessarily want to be that.
No.
Iconoclastic. While the species doesn't seek to overthrow traditional institutions and ideas, it's probably just a question of time. We probably don't want to incite revolutions, do we? Let's face it. Free spirits. It's not. Again, it's not. It's a little bit violent, not hateful. We're not really unfit or anything. It's lethargic. The species takes its time and doesn't work too hard. It will be done one way or another. So why worry? So we get to take a hit to army damage and a slight hit to energy credits. What do you think? Think we're going to be looking at slightly lethargic toads?
Yeah, I think so.
Easily distracted, ephemeral. We could have short leader lifespans. The species is less resistant than many others and die sooner.
Okay.
So we'd go through leaders a lot quicker.
Yeah.
But you'd get another 2 points, that'd give us 5 points, then we could take maybe 1 or 2 more positive traits.
Okay,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll have quite a few traits, but this is quite cool. We're quite a dynamic toad species. What do you think, ephemeral?
Yeah, I think so.
Any other one, maybe something like deviance?
Oh, deviants.
Oh no, it doesn't really fit with the Psytoads.
No.
They are more
Everyone will know what be going on.
repugnant.
Oh, it's stinky.
The appearance of physical customers of this species are considered offensive to most others, if you appreciate them as neighbours. We don't necessarily want that, because we kind of want to get on with people, don't we?
Yeah.
Sedentary past, reluctant to migrate away. No, I think we take that one, that last one negative. Which one was it now? It was ephemeral.
Yeah.
And then we've got 5 points left to pick a couple of more positive things. So there was an interesting bit that I hadn't really seen before down here somewhere. Down here, look. Multitasking.
Yeah.
Skills for doing 2 things at a time. Speeds up technological progress.
Oh yeah.
That's only 1.
Yeah,
so we can take that.
Yeah.
Competitive.
No, didn't you say you wanted to be more aggressive this run?
A little
Maybe
bit.
slightly more warlike.
But only in ship sense. I wanted to build
Yeah.
I wanted to build a good fleet. We're not going to have good army damage because we're not
Yeah.
going to be invading other planets. But we do need maybe something like zealous defenders.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So garrison helps.
They fight with an ungodly zeal when threatened. So it would overcome one of the garrison like reductions we've got. So
yeah,
it'd be like
what's lateral thinkers?
They using battles in all 3 dimensions. Space is not a novelty. It adds 5% damage to 8% damage to your fleet.
That's good for 1.
So maybe take that. It's belligerent.
And you were saying you wanted a good fleet.
Yeah.
Fleet strength. It's a good place to start. Passionate.
Members of the species enjoy life in all of its form and constantly find inspiration in things around them. Let's take that. They gave us happiness, growth, speed, and unity. That's really good because that's the unity is those cool traditions that we want to get. So we've got one last point. Take. Oh, I know what we could take. Just like another a sciencey one.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So. Yeah. Okay. Let's pick like one of the 3 sciences: engineering, physics, or sociology. Physics. We're going to be natural physicists. Sweet. That's all of our. We have a lot. Normally you only get like a few, so we get to have a lot more, but it makes us a lot more interesting. We'll come back to this in a minute because the rules, name and stuff changes depending on what sort of empire we actually make. So we'll come back to that in a sec. Okay, that's fine. Passionate requires one of the following. That's fine. We'll get to that in a sec. City appearance. So we can pick what cities. In fact, let's just pick. Let's just dress them up slightly.
Yeah.
In fact, no. I know what we'll do. We'll go straight to government ethics. We'll pick these first.
Okay.
Right. So we need to pick our ethics first here on the left.
Yeah.
So we need to choose. We've got 4, so we can pick one of these outer ones, which is going to be like our main focus.
Yeah.
So what's our main focus going to be? Do you think science?
Yeah, science. Yeah.
So we need to go for materialistic. Research speed 8%. Robot maintenance cost is reduced. Happiness takes a slight hit.
That's fine. We're quite good with that happiness.
Yeah. Although it hurts, we must grow up and put aside our outdated notions of morality. There is no divine spark granting special value to a living mind. No object has any intrinsic value apart from what we choose to grant it. Let us embrace the freedom of certitude and achieve maximum efficiency on all things. We are fanatic materialists. Then we get to pick 2 on the smaller scale.
Yeah.
We could pick 2 main ones, but I like to do 3. So I'm thinking, where is it? Collectivist.
Okay.
Society works best when none are left behind, and this is best achieved by a societal, democratic control of politics and means of production. In removing the inequality of individual greed and fallibility and placing it under state control, we will be better placed to map the stars guided not only by our own individual gain, but of society as a whole.
Excellent.
And another one.
Should we be peaceful?
If we have. Well, we do get massive unity bonus, so we get to take a lot of traditions.
Yeah.
Conflict is a means to an end is a ridiculous concept. It is by nature destructive, destroying what was to be obtained or giving room to grow that which has been destroyed. We are pacifistic. Awesome.
Okay, so
then we pick our civics. So we get to pick 4 of these, and the civics essentially are like what our society runs on.
Yeah, but we're psionic.
So we do need psionic. So last time we had psionic. Communication is a key for every thriving civilization.
Yeah.
Through these methods, we can maximize efficiency communication by bypassing material plane entirely, speaking only with our minds. What's the biologic one? To this species, nature is technology itself. It just needs to be harnessed. This empire has managed to transform nature into a fully fledged form of technology.
Yeah.
So what's the difference? We get, what's the bonuses? So we get food 10%, lead lifespan 50%, governing attraction ethics 10%, habitability 20%. Psionics we get happiness, governing ethics and consumer goods cost. Actually, I think we should go psionic again.
Yeah, no, psionic definitely.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then we get to pick integration or unity. So we get integration. It allows network intelligence to integrate other species into the network, making them networked intelligence population.
Okay, yeah.
So we meet the requirements, or we could go unity. Grants the unity trait to all networked intelligence population, making them unaffected by happiness and increasing their unity output by 5%.
Wow, that's pretty badass.
So anyone who's part of the network, basically is happy as fuck.
Yeah.
And all of our Unity output is boosted, so we could be able
And
to.
we're not really taking them over.
No, we could just do mad
Yeah.
push for traditions. We can just
Exactly.
try and make anything to do with Unity as well now. Science and Unity are our two things. So Unity.
Technology.
Technocracy. To maximise efficiency, this society is governed according to the principles of science and rationality. The person or whims of ignorant and dangerously unqualified political elite must not be allowed to interfere. Building a science lab provides additional unity.
Yeah.
Gives us research alternatives, an extra one or research alternative, and our science recruitment cost is 50% reduced.
Yes.
So let's take that, and we get one more.
Machinist.
So we can be mechanist.
Mechanist.
So we start with robots. Research institutions, we get 5% on research there.
That's good.
Research funding, so we get 5%. That's kind of just a better version of it, because
Yeah.
you get the 5% research buff, but then you also get science lab build cost reduction, build speed, research station cost is reduced. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
The blue ones are kind of handy. You get like a terraforming one to reduce terraforming.
Which is always good.
Construction.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many, it's difficult to choose. Information technologies.
Well, that's always going to be useful.
Colonisation. God. Public works.
What's that? Lifelong learning?
Survey speed is boosted, and our science recruitment is down 15. I'm thinking something to complement. There's nothing I didn't actually see that was Unity.
Biologists?
Biotechnologists. Research private funding. I'm thinking maybe research private funding is pretty good because you get all those science.
I think that boost would be good at the start. Well, that's a monthly Unity from that.
Syncretic evolution. A second species forms an integral part of this society.
Okay, yeah.
They are big, strong, and most of them have the intelligence of a particularly dim-witted child. Ancient wars have called their species of their most aggressive tendencies, leaving them quite servile. So we start the game with 4 pops of another subservient species. We get a bonus to society research by 15%, and we get a unity bonus of 15%.
That's cool.
That is pretty fucking cool, actually.
Let's just do that.
Syncretic evolution. So we're going to start with someone. We don't get to design them, I don't think.
No.
We'll just start with like a random slave species. And the final step is to choose one of these 4 icons that is lit up.
Yeah.
So we can be a unified mind, which is an indirect democracy. So we elect every 10 years for a new ruler. I think they're all going to be called unified mind.
Yeah.
We can elect every 40 to 50 years as like an oligarch instead.
Yeah.
A small group of individuals. We could have a transcendent mind control network, which is like a dictator with like one toad at the top. Dictatorial governments are ruled by a single individual for life that wields absolute control over the state. The Vimtoad, or imperial. They are similar to dictatorial ones, except that the throne is always inherited by a designated successor upon the ruler's death.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
The one.
The dictatorial one?
Yeah.
The transcendent mind control network?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so we need to go back to ruler, because he is content administrator.
Yeah.
That is the name of our guy in control. Is he going to be Vimtoad?
Yeah.
He is the Vimtoad. I think he's male, isn't he, Vimtoad?
Yeah.
So he has no phenotypes. We can change his colour. There we go. Which one do you think?
Keep going. Keep going.
There's only the 5.
Keep going. That one.
That one. There's like hundreds of rooms. What sort of? There's like literally. There's like the picture pack gives you like hundreds. What sort of area we're looking for?
Swampy.
Like a swampy business going on.
Yeah.
So these are all buildings first. What was that one? Like Amonkhet from Magic. What was that? That's got very Amonkhet vibe, hasn't it?
Actually, yeah, we can go for that.
What do you think? You want to get that one?
No, we're not going to live in the desert.
We're not going to live with desert toads. These are all like quite human-y ones, I think. Just like human. It's supposed to be rooms for humans and stuff. These are getting towards more like what we'd want. That's quite swampy.
That is quite swampy. Oh, that's good.
Oh, because it's got the purple. That matches the Vimto.
Yeah.
I think that one.
Yeah.
So the home world. So this is like planet overhaul again.
Yeah.
It gives us more planetary types.
I think we'd be like more mild war.
So what are the exotic worlds? We
Little
have
wet.
like Tomb World, Methane World, and Ammonia World. We don't
Yeah.
really want to go any one of there because they're harder to find. What did you say? Sorry.
A little wet.
A little wet, tropical,
Quite warm.
swamp, atoll, mangrove,
Mangroves.
savanna, cloud forest.
Mangroves.
Mangroves. A humid, wet world with a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. Most of the planet is covered with shallow seas with very little land above sea. Jungles extend for hundreds of miles beyond the shores of the few existing islands. Hydrosphere is strong and stable and supports a great abundance of plant and animal life.
Excellent.
So there's limited landmass upon our planet.
Yeah.
Maybe this is why we need to
It's
push out
gonna
to the
be,
stars.
It's going to be wet, and we breed quite. Don't they breed quite fast as well?
Yeah, this is very true.
That's pretty good.
There's mad loads of these now.
Yeah.
What's the reptilian sea like? I don't think we like the reptilian sea before. I think it's we've got arthropod. That looks pretty cool.
Okay.
Oh, we didn't. We just do a random starting system.
Yep.
What's our homeworld name going to be?
Vinto World.
Vimtonia.
Vimtonia, yes. Will be the Vimtonium ones.
And the star's just called Vim.
Vim. The mighty Vim.
The mighty Vim. It hasn't got no random names for us. What should we be called then? Yeah, for some reason it's got no random name list for the type we are.
Psytoad Collective.
Oh, actually, I know what to do to get us a random name.
Okay.
If we go back to that for a second, and then go to that. No, for some reason it can't.
No.
Struggling to give us a random. So what the we could go for like. Psytoad Collective.
Yeah.
We can be referred to as Psytoads. So, the old flag.
Yeah, a bit of purple in it.
What are we thinking? Zoological. Cthulhu flag. Yeah, what would our flag be like? What were we looking for?
Cthulhu flag's pretty good.
The Cthulhu flag's not bad, is it?
Purple Cthulhu flag.
Is that one that was like that one?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That and a bit of purple, I reckon.
What's the background?
No, we got something aquatic.
Like an aquatic background.
Yeah, lily pad.
There's a fly in here. It's really doing my head in. Nothing lily pad-esque, I don't think. It's, can't actually tell if it's. Oh, okay, there we go. Right, I'm not trying easy to pick one now. The contrasting colours. Just see what's going on. As if the longest part of the video might be me making a fucking crest.
Fucking, yeah.
It's important though, man. You gotta look at it a lot.
That's pretty good.
I don't know why. This is the one I always go for as well. That
Yeah.
shape. I don't know why, but it suits the crest shape, doesn't it? Just go for that. In fact, well, I don't think the. What would be our secondary colour?
Gold?
Gold.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Which one? It's like an orange.
Yeah, right, that one. That's good, that's good.
That one. Yeah, that's like a pasty. Yeah, I like it. Purple and projectile, energy, or missile. I like the idea of projectile.
Okay, yeah.
It's kind of like what they do with the tongues a little bit.
Okay.
And we're gonna have hyperbaric space anyway, so we need to pick one of the default classes of ships because they're the only ones that get access to the modded stuff.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
So Plantoid aren't bad. You remember the molluscoid ones because they're quite like smooth
Yeah.
and you know what I mean. They're quite.
Yeah. Aquatic.
Yeah, they've always got that aquatic vibe. So the Psytoad collective is complete. Okay.
Oh, right, excellent.
So now we need to set up our galaxy
Yeah.
and the rules of our galaxy. So, like I had it on like 2000, but we probably don't want that for the YouTube. It's a bit big. We probably want like a large one, just about 800. We want spiral arm because that's the most interesting, I think. Having the forearms, you know, it's my favourite shape. It's just like it's good. How many AI empires do we want? It recommends 12.
Okay.
So do we want the recommended amount? Yeah.
I'll take the recommended amount.
Advanced AI, do we want any?
No.
Do we want any like super advanced species with us
I think so.
in the galaxy?
Just in case.
We'll put one.
Yeah.
There's one advanced species amongst these others, and then fallen empires. We can have. We'll have one of those as well. AI aggressive is normal, dictate normal. Hyperdrive only. Everyone's random. Advanced neighbours off, just to make sure that we don't get like steamrolled.
Yeah.
To make sure that it goes, and we're going to have endgame crisis on.
They were the talk of the town, and when the band was playing, that hesitation you could hear her saying, that sensation and the people would stay till the break of the day, while they were dancing.